Right, now we guys, we'll start the session without further delay. So, very good morning to you all, and I'm so happy to meet you on another session. And again, once again, I'm wishing you all the very best for your photographic career. And this is a path uh, which will be able you to go for an example. We'll say you can become a IT person, or either you can become a management person, or either you can become an accounts person. Okay, you will have other professions sometime, but this is your passion, and also beside of your career path, and also beside of your job, you can do this as a part-time job or something. You can earn something, and also for your interest you can do this. So that is what the thing you are learning this. I just wanted to remind that. Okay, fine. So last class we was learning about Photoshop. We was started the Photoshop, and was explaining you all about the basic tools and what is an Photoshop software, and how we have to use uh, Photoshop, and also how to create a source file in a Photoshop. All those things we was learning the previous session. So we was learning those things in the previous session. Okay, fine. So you all know. Um, for an example, we'll say uh, when we already I taught you. So just a reminder. So when we are taking pictures, not every time we will be taking pictures in a perfect manner, and also in not every time the pictures will be perfect, right? For that to make a photo to be perfect, and also to make it perfect, we will be using editing methods, and also we will be using some softwares, and also something to make a picture attractive, as you all know, right? So that is what we are doing currently, because even though we are perfect photographers, so we will be taking photographs, and also, as I told you, sometimes some memories not become to fade out. That means we'll take some pictures that sometimes that might be blurry, or sometimes that might be not in a good quality. And also again, you won't be sometime again you won't be able to take that picture again. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, without further delaying, we'll go directly. So I hope you guys you might having a laptop, or either you're having a mobile phone. That's okay, but in mobile phone you won't be able to use Photoshop easily, much as we use in laptops or computers. So if you're having a laptop or computer, that will be easy for you all to use, because in Google we do have a portable setup. So you can download Photoshop CS6 portable version of Photoshop. So, and then you don't need to install, and you don't need to worry about installations and all. So just what you have to do is once you are opening that app, that will be installing, and once you're closing, that will be uninstalled. That's what the portable setup means. So you can download that on Google. So can I know those who are having a laptop, or either computer now? So you might have joined through your phone, mobile phone. That's okay. But I'm asking. So just drop me a message. Okay. Just drop me a message into chat box. So those who having a computer or a laptop. சொல்லுங்க. எனக்கு லேப்டாப் மொபைல் ஃபோன்ல தான் நீங்க செஷனுக்கு வந்து ஜாயின் ஆவிப்பீங்க. தட்ஸ் ஓகே. பட் லேப்டாப் இல்லன்னு சொன்னா, உங்கள்ட்ட வந்து ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர், டெஸ்க்டாப் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சரி ஈக்குதுன்னு சொல்ற ஆட்கள் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். மேக் இட் ஃபாஸ்ட் கைஸ். Only Nadira have replied for that. So yeah, okay, Nadira, you can prepare that because you'll be needing a computer or either laptop because rather than just learning something, you have to practice that, right? So when if you're gonna practice that while learning that, so that would be easy for you to remember the things, and also you'll be being in a touch. So that's why. So okay, you better to soon as possible you repair your PC. So what about others? The people are attending the session, right? So you people are being in the session, or either you have just signed in, or you are being somewhere else. Just wanted to confirm that. So okay, starting the sessions, I guess only Nadira or someone else was replying for that. But others, you are not responding. That's difficult for me because you people have joined to the live session. So I asked, okay, newly joined for the newly joiners and also the people who have joined just now. So I am telling you all, I asked the question because we are learning Photoshop, and also uh, we're gonna practice that. To practice Photoshop at your home, I asked, do you people having a laptop or either a personal computer? That's what I asked. People who have joined now, so ask that. So if you're having a laptop or either personal computer, you can give me a replay. So either I can tell you what you have to do for the practice. That's what I was.
Hi,
Yeah, tell me.
I just joined. I missed the earlier lectures.
Okay.
I do have a laptop.
Okay. Thanks for the response. So what about others? So there are people. I don't know whether you people are having a network issue or either. So for others, my voice is okay, right? It's not like something. It's not like that, right? For you people, my audio is clear, right? Okay, done. So rather than wasting your time, we'll go to the session. So we'll do the session. So as I told you, you have a PC or laptop because I will be giving some works for you all, and also you have to submit those works to the administration. So and then by the end of the course, you will be having an assignment for that. By the end of the course, you cannot ask any doubts related to Photoshop and all. I will be helping you do that, but rather than learning a software again and again, rather than learning again and again. So while we are learning, you have to practice that. For that, I told you, just go to Google and search Photoshop CS6 Portable. So if or either, so I give my number also for you people. So you can drop me a WhatsApp message. I can send you the link. So through that link, you will be able to download that, or either I can give the link to the administration. They will be sharing that with you all. So please, guys, do download Photoshop before the next class. Okay, today I will be teaching you about the basics and all. And coming week onwards, once I completed a project, once I'm giving a work for you all, you have to complete that and submit to me, and also you have to do that. So without doing that, just learning a thing is a waste of time. So that's why I'm telling that. Okay, fine. Uh, so today we are going to learn about the basic tools and techniques which are used and also which we are using to select a portion or either a part in a uh, in a photo. So most of the time we used to cut and paste, or either we will be moving an object or either a person from a picture or a source to another source, right? We used to do that. So that's why you people need to have a knowledge on um how to select, because in Photoshop there are so many selection tools. People who are working who have been worked and also who are working in Photoshop, you might be having experience on that, because when you using the perfect selection tool, that will help you to select the object or the part which you are needing to select perfectly. Or either you will struggle to select, and also you won't be able to select exactly. That's what that is the problem. Okay, so fine. Let me open your Photoshop and project. Okay, done. So initially I was explaining about Photoshop tools and techniques. So this is the object we're gonna create. Okay, so it's like in cartoon object or something, a face object which which have been created through vegetables and some of other objects. Okay, I'll tell you. So we'll be learning that today. Fine. So here, so we'll say, so as I told you in last class, okay, there are tools, right? So I told you. So for the text, to create a text, we do have a text file. So I haven't explained you how to use that. So I told you in this class, we'll be learning each and every tool, because 2 to 4 sessions we will be learning Photoshop. As I told you, the editing part is the major and also most important part, because we'll be learning some other photography things, and also we'll be learning some other the industrial things and all. So more than that, editing a picture is important. You have to know that, because you cannot show your viewers, or either we'll say you are taking some pictures for a wedding shoot or somewhere else. So or else you are taking some pictures for a commercial shoot. On a commercial shoot, you are taking some pictures. In that, if your clients are getting to know that you have edited the picture, means you are not a photographer. So the first thing, you can take the picture or photograph in a perfect manner, or either you have to be able to edit that in a perfect manner without letting others to know you have edited that. So because some people are there, they used to edit like we'll say, if they are needing a golden light, or either if they are needing perfect lighting, they used to increase uh, the color balancing. They used to increase the yellow color, and once you increase that, that would give like an that picture, or that the person who is in the picture, they having a disease or something. So you cannot edit a picture in that way. So how you have to edit means, you cannot let others to know this picture is already edited or something. That much perfectly you have to do that work. For that, Photoshop will help you to do that, and Snapseed, PixArt, all those applications will be helping you to do that. So because in this will be learning uh, Photoshop as well as Snapseed also. Snapseed is a perfect editing software for the mobile photographers, and also those who are editing your pictures, even though the pictures which are taken through a DSLR camera, uh, you'll be able to edit that perfectly through Snapseed by your phone. Okay, fine. So initially, as I told you, the first tool which we are calling moving tool, that used to move an object. that used to move an object on a source file. Source file means, as I told you, the file which you are working, which you have opened, and also where you are in the Photoshop. So that's what the source file. In the source file, you might be needing to move an object around that source or either to somewhere else also. For that, you will be using the moving tool. You have to move something in a Photoshop by using move tool, and to select something in a square shape, we'll be using this square selection. So when you are needing the circle selection, so you will select this in a circle manner, and then you can move that to anywhere else. So that's why we are using a move tool. So we'll say once you selected, if you're gonna use moving tool, that will cut and move the part to somewhere else. So when you're needing to cut something, just you have to select that, and, then just you have to select the move tool, and then just what you have to do is you have to move that to somewhere else easily. You will be able to do that. Okay. So as you all know, the basic shortcuts in Photoshop, control is a, okay, when you use when you are needing to note that, note it down, because shortcuts are important in computing, not only in editing. So because it is easier to use, because every time you cannot use the mouse, and also it's easy to use through the mouse, but rather than that, more than that, using shortcuts are more easier than using shortcuts and finding keys or something. Okay, and then they are when I am using, I will tell you what are the shortcuts I am using. Okay, once you selected something, you won't be able to deselect that. Okay, so you can deselect that by right clicking or something. You will be struggling to do that. For that, what you have to do is control plus D. What you have to do with the control, you have to press D key in your keyboard. That will automatically deselect the part which we was selected, which was being selected, that will be deselected. So that's what. Okay. So when you're needing standard or default selection shape, you will use this selection. But most of the time, we'll be needing to select something in this object. Okay, this object you might have seen. Okay, from this source file, and also from this objects table, or from this objects image only, we have selected some objects, we have created this object. Okay, so for that, we cannot use star selection or either. Okay, we can use select circle selection for the face. For example, we'll say, so for the face part, they have mattered. So the what, the shape, the circle shape, which is in the first place in the source file. So we can use selection, okay, round or circle selection for that. But the other objects you won't be able to. For the eyes, you can use circle selection, but for the ears and for the crown and for other stuffs, eyebrows and all, so you cannot, right? There are some vegetables which is not in a square shape or either circle shape. Then what we have to do, what we can do is, there are some other selection tools. There are some other selection tools. Okay, so there are quick selection tools. So we'll learn that later, because so to use that, first initially you have to know something else in the Photoshop, and first you have to practice the Photoshop, and first you have to start editing something in the Photoshop, and then only you will be able to use that quick selection tool. I'll teach you, I'll let you know about that tool also, so don't worry. Okay, fine. So these are the tools we're gonna learn. Lasso tool, polygon lasso tool, and magnetic lasso tool. When it comes to lasso tool, it is the flexible, and when you having a mouse control, okay. Most of the people, we don't have a mouse control, right? When we click on somewhere else, it used to click some other places, right? So that is the biggest issue when we are using the computer. We do have, so when we wanted to edit something, or either even in the paint software, when you wanted to select a part, or either when you wanted to color something, so it is not much easier to do that by using the mouse, with the mouse, right? So that is what Lasso tool is it will give full freedom for you people to select that, and it's fully flexible because whatever the place in however you want to select, you can select through the lasso tool by your mouse. You have to have the mouse control. So don't worry, little by little, slowly you will learn that. So don't be hurry. And also when you are using, while you are using the mouse, you don't be hurry. So slowly, little by little, you work on the computer and you start using the mouse. That will be easy for you. For me, okay, I am not using a mouse even. So I'm using a mouse pad. So people knows that. So when you use the mouse pad, so it is difficult. When you are having that training and also when you are using that continuously, you will learn that automatically your brain will get trained for that. Okay. So this is what so first tool I gonna teach you is a lasso tool for the selection. Okay, for the selection only. So this is completely flexible because we'll say there are some shapes which cannot be selected by using other tools. But this lasso tool will be helpful for you to select any shape, any shape. Okay, first you have to click and hold the click. So while holding the click, what you have to do is you have to select the part or the portion which you are needing. Okay. So and then when you leave the mouse click, it will select the portion which you was selected. Okay, so how you have to select that? So how you have to do that means first you have to click on a place and you have to hold the click. So you cannot leave the click because when you are leaving the click, that will be selecting the portion after you leave the mouse click. Okay, so you have to hold the click and then you have to take the mouse pointer wherever and however you wanted to select. In that way, that could get selected. When you leave the mouse, that will select the part wherever you taken the mouse pointer and however you have selected, that will be get selected. To deselect that, Control D, right? Control D. Okay. So fine. So what we have to do is now initial we have to select learn the selection tools, right? So the other way around, polygon lasso and magnetic lasso. These are bit sensitive because we'll say you have to have a clear and quality of pixels. So when you're having, so wait, I'll tell you. I'll select a part in this picture. Okay, first part or first object in the picture, you can see that it having a clear, crystal clear pixel quality. That's why that object is so clear and it is easy for our eyes and also it easy to use anywhere else and also it is quality here. Also it is very nice because it is having enough of pixel count. So to have enough pixels, that's why it is quality. But when it's come to the other objects, we'll say this object or either the other objects you can see, right? So these are not having much quality pixel counts, and also it is not much quality, having much quality, and also it is not good to look even. So it is not nice, right? So for that, okay, anyhow, the pictures or the object which you wanted to select, if you don't have it, please remember this, don't forget this. When you wanted to select an object which is not quality and which is not having much pixel count, what you have to do is you have to select lasso tool. By holding the click, you have to select that. But when you're having enough of enough of pixel count, what you have to do is you can use polygon lasso tool. For this, you have to leave the click then in there. First, once you click, it will start selecting, and then wherever you are clicking, it will create points. Okay, it will add points. I'm clicking on the places. Now, one click, again one click, again one click, again once you have to click. So like that, what you have to do is wherever the place you wanted to get selected, just you have to leave a click or just you have to click, then only it will get selected. here you no need to hold the click in the mouse, and you no need to hold and move your mouse click mouse pointer to other places. When you can see that it is showing a circle, right? Once you are reached the starting place. Now I have reached the where I started the selection. That's why it's showing in circle completed. So when you are clicking on that place, when you click on that place, it will get selected. So Polygon laser tool, it is using what, okay, you have to click then and there where you wanted to selected whatever the selection you're needing, and then you have to like this. So it won't get selected just like holding the click, or just one click you cannot select. What you have to do is okay, one click, and again another click, and again one click, and again one click. Once you reach the destination or the place where you started, it will get selected by using move tool. Remember that you cannot move an object, and also you cannot use the selection tools to move something to somewhere else. You have to, soon after you have selected the object, you have used the selection tool, you have to change the tool into moving tool, move tool. And then once you are moving that, it will be start moving to somewhere else. Okay, to make the picture into the original quality or as it is, just you have to use control Z. We'll say you have modified something 2 to 3 times. Only once you can use control Z. If you wanted to undo the work or the thing which you have done, and then 2 to 3 times, if you wanted to undo an option or modification in the Photoshop, you have to hold the Control plus Alt and then D Z. Control Alt and then Z. Once you are pressing the uh, Control Alt Z, it will go undoing. That means it will go backwards according to the modifications. Okay, so it will until if you're needing the picture to get undo up to the starting place or starting position, is how you have to. So, so those who are having Photoshop, can you replay? Those who are having Photoshop in your device, can you replay that? Who do have Photoshop in your laptop or the computer currently now? If you do not have the Photoshop, just replay me. You do not have. Just for me to know that. So that's why I have asked. I don't know what you people, what is the problem you people having? So, okay, that's what I want. So, what about others? I think you people are not understanding my English. Okay, done. So that's okay. We'll continue the session. Okay, guys. So as I told you, for the selection, we'll be using selection tools to move. Again, you have to go to the moving tool, and then only you have to move. So you cannot use the selection tool to move that object to somewhere else. We'll say you are using lasso tool to move this object to somewhere else. You can move the selection, but you cannot move the selected part to somewhere else. Or either we'll say you are selecting a portion or the part in an object. Okay, so and then you are trying to move that to somewhere else, and then sometime it will get selected again. Another place will get selecting some other portions in the object or the source file. So you cannot do that mistake. That's why I'm telling you, and also that's why I am telling this much stronger because this is very important. So you have to use selection tool just to select. You have to use move tool to move that to somewhere else. Remember that. To deselect, control D. Okay, fine. So first, what I have to do? First, I have to cut this face right. For that, I am needing a new source file. For that file, new. So as I told you, you have to give a name. My first work. Okay. So you can give whatever I told you. Anyhow, we have to give the custom. So and then resolution, how you are needing. For me, 800 by 800, height and width 800 is enough for me. And then I'm needing RGB color component because I will be using this picture in photo soft copy. So and then background contents. Okay, background contents. Okay, fine. So because I'm needing a white background. That will be easy for me to work. Okay. Then once I give okay, to give the source file, a new source file for me to work. Now what I have to do? I have to go to the objects source file, and then I have to select the circle selection, and then I have to select the face correctly. Now it has been selected, and then I have to select the select moving tool, and then I have to copy that. So in the right side of the Photoshop in your screen, okay, which I have shared with you. So in the right side, you can see that that is a background, and under the background only it will get started, and also it will be starting. Uh, it will be starting the it will be giving you the layers, and also it will be adding some layers when you copy something, and when you are placing that in other image source file, it will be adding some layers here. So I'll teach you, I'll let you know what is the use of having layers, and also why we are having layers and all. Don't worry. So here what you have to do is, so through the layers only we have to do all the works in the Photoshop. In Photoshop, layer is very important because without knowing the layers, and also without working with the layers, you will get confused. You will get crazy on using the Photoshop, because you have to know the layers in the Photoshop. That is very important. Okay, done. So I'm going to copy this, Control C for copy. As you all know, the shortcut, Control C for the copy. So, and then I have to go to my new source file, and then I'm going to paste that, to paste or the place that selected part or object in the new source file. What I have to do, I have to use Control V. The shortcut for that is Control V, right? Control V. Okay, fine. So When I press Control V, it will pasting the object uh, which I have been selected, and also which I was selecting. So in the right side of the layers tab, you can see that. So here there was only the background. Okay, once I paste, when I pasting that or placing that new object in this source file, it is adding a more layer, layer one. There is an eye mark in beside of the layer. It you have been used it. We are using that to hide a layer. When I click on it, it will hide that object. And when I am making that visible, what I have to do is I have to click on that eye mark. So when there is no the eye mark, eye icon, so the object will be in a disable mode. And when I am clicking on that eye mark, when there is the eye, it will be visible. Okay. So what I have to do is, so I have already selected the selection tool because you uh, when you are using the same tool to move that object somewhere else, we'll say uh, it will start selecting again. When you want to move this object somewhere else, it won't allow you to do that. Some people used to do that mistake. Okay, to go backward to the selection. ඒ කියන්නේ අර selected part එකේ ඉඳලා එක එක තැන ඔහොම පස්සට යන්න ඕනේ. அப்படி சொன்னா the select பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிற point set பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறது ஒவ்வொன்றா நீங்க பின்னுக்கு போகணும். If you wanted to go backward step by step, what you have to do is you have to use your delete key in your keyboard. And again, delete key, it will go to the previous place, and again, previous place. Finally, when you are clicking the delete part, it will remove all the selection lines which has been created through the polygon lasso tool. Okay, now I'm going to move that. Now I can easily move this to anywhere else. And once you are once you wanted to resize, as you know, in the Word and all those softwares also, we used to resize to these points, to these dots, right? So this is how we are changing the size, but you don't do that mistake, because when you are wanted to resize it, just what you have to do is you have to get the free transform option. What you have to do, you have to open free transform option. So Control T to get free transform. So already it is in the free transform mode. That's why it is not showing. We'll say now it is not free transform. What you have to do is Control T. Control with the control button, you have to use T. Now it is free transform. Just use Shift button. In your keyboard, there is a Shift key, right? Use the Shift key to resize the object. Once you are resizing, it is breaking the pixel. You can see the edges of the circle. It is breaking, right? So when you leave that, and when you are entering, it will resize and it will give the original pixel quality. It will make the object as it is in the original image. So it will give the same pixel count and the crystal clear. So in the editing or source file which you wanted to edit. Now I am moving that little down. Okay. So now I wanted to move this down because I'm going to add something else for this, right? So done. Again, I'm going to the source file and I'm needing the eyes, right? For the eyes also, I can use the selection tool. And what I have to do is just, you have to select the eye. Sorry. Eye. And now I have to use moving tool and then copy. And I have to go to the my first work source file. And then I have to paste that and then place that. So when I press Control V, you can see there will be a layer adding on the layer tab. So layer has been added. So now if I wanted to move this, if I am not capable with the mouse or if I am not comfortable with the mouse, you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard. In your keyboard, there are arrow keys. You can use arrow keys to move that eye object anywhere else. Wherever the place you can. Okay. So as I told you, before your next class, you have to download or either anyhow you have to install um anyhow you have to install uh, anyhow you have to install Photoshop, and you have to send me a screenshot also. Okay, so I don't know how you're gonna send that. So you can send that to the administration people, so they will forward to me, or either I gave my contact number also. If you want, you can share that directly with me. So please, guys, so you are learning something which is effective for your life, for your photographic career. So, and this is not like a small kid learning about building a house through building blocks. It is not like that. These are very basics. Okay. Okay. I'll drop my number. So those who are not having my number, so you can use this number. This is the number I use for my WhatsApp and also for the normal conversations, normal call or message conversations. So you can contact me, and also you have to send a screenshot to me privately. Okay, so you have to send it and okay, done. So now I'm going to copy and paste the same object because already I'm having an eye. That means I'm going to have another eye or another object. The same object I'm going to get again. So for that, I'm not needing to select that again, and I'm not needing to uh, copy the selected part from the first file or the source file, initial source file. I can copy this and I can paste over here. Control C, it will get copy, and then Control V, it will give another I object. If you are not comfortable with the mouse, as I told you, sometime when you are selecting, so it will use to move the selection part only. So as you can see, it have been dragged the center point of the selected object out to the, yeah, so out to the object. Okay, so you don't do that. If you are not comfortable working with the mouse, you use simply you use your mouse, sorry, keyboard arrow keys, and then you go to second layer, layer two. Okay, press enter, and then while you are using the free transform, remember that you won't be able to move to another layer or to another world. What you have to do is you have to press enter once, and then the free transform will be get removed, and then only you can go to the next layer. Done. So this is enough. So you have to align nicely, and also you have to position the object nicely. And then what I have to do, I'm needing the crown or the cap of the object. For that, I will use laser tool. Anyhow, I have to use the laser tool because it is not having much quality here. So while you are working on an image, remember that control and you have to scroll the mouse, or else control, yeah, you have to scroll the mouse with the control to zoom in. Okay, scroll up your mouse to zoom in. Okay, it will start zooming into the mouse pointer. Don't forget that. Then now it is easy for me to select that. I will take right click on the selection tools option, and then it will give the additional options, additional selection tools which we have. So laser tool. Now what I have to do is I'm going to select this object through my mouse pointer. It's because laser tool is more perfect and easy for me to select something flexibly, right? So it's okay. I just roughly do that. Control C, copy. And what I have to do after selecting the selection tool, Control V. And then can move this to anywhere else and Control T for the free transform. And then I have to increase the size. It has been increased as it is, then enter. Okay, so crown, I'm having the crown or the hat for the object. And then what I have to have, so the bow, to select the bow. So where is the bow? Zoom out, Control plus, scroll down your mouse and mouse scrolling button to get to zoom out. Okay, I am needing the bow. For that, I'm going to use for the first time magnetic tool. Magnetic laser tool, it used to when the pixel count is enough and also when there is quality and clear, you can use magnetic laser tool. What the benefit of using magnetic laser tool is, first initially you have to click it once. Once you click initially, it will add the point. In laser tool, we have to add the point by clicking right. In laser tool, we have to hold the click. Those tools are difficult to use. You will face some difficulties. When it's come to magnetic laser tool, first once you have to click. And then when you are taking the mouse cursor, mouse pointer, okay, it will add the points. You can see that. Automatically, it will add the click. When you are needing a point, if it is not placing the point, just you have to click that. Let the points, or either you can by clicking, you can add the points. This is how. Okay. So you can see it is adding the points. When you want to go back, delete key. So and then what to do? Right. To remove the points, to go backward, that use delete key on your keyboard. Fine. Now get selected. So I have to select the selection or moving tool. Control C. Copy and then Control V. Fine, the bow is there. So Control T for the free transform to get the original. To expand an object by its original quality, you have to use Shift key. And then when you press enter, it will give the original quality and pixel count of the object. So we have taken. Fine. Done. So now I'm having the bow also. I'm needing the nose and mouth and ears also. So I'll do this bit faster because this is the basic level of selection tool using selection tool. So already we have learned all the basic selection tools, right? Laser tool, polygon laser tool, and magnetic laser tool, and circle, square selections also we have learned. So according to my need, I'll use. So I'll do it faster. So I'll use let me use the laser tool to get the ear. It is not perfect, that's okay. Still faster. Copy, selection tool, and then paste. So how I'm needing with the shift, you can increase the size. Fine. Now when I giving the enter, it will give the exact pixel count. When I want to, okay, we'll see guys, when I am needing to rotate this image, there is a rotation mark. You can see that, right? Mouse pointer is changing. This is where the rotation mark. While clicking, you can rotate the object how you want, how you need. And then enter. By keyboard, you can get closer. And then the layers, as I told you, give me a minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I got a call, Rika, that's why. Sorry. So that's why I was in mute. Done. So I was explaining. Okay. So I was explaining about the layers. Okay. Now in this picture, you can see that. So it is not nice, right? Because in here you can see. So the ears is in front of the face. That means that is not giving a nice appearance, and also it is not nice. So for that, what you have to do is you can do that play through the layers. So now the ear layer, when you click on the ear layer, layer 6, it is the layer which belongs to the ear, right? So when you are, okay, when you are dragging that layer, it means just you have to click on the ear layer once and just you have to drag that by your mouse. Drag that down. You can see that I'm dragging it down. So when you place it in down or in the background layer, it will go backward. You can see that. So now the ear layer is sorry, the face layer is uh, have been taken into up more than the ear layer. So then, which are the layers in the up that will be appearing in front according to the order only it used to appear. So you have to be clear on that. Okay, done. So now I want to copy that ear layer. Just I have to click on the copy layer, sorry, ear layer, and then I have to copy. Use Control C and Control V. Now it has been placed in in back of the face object. So to get that in front of that, what I have to do is I have to move that layer in front of what? In front of in little up than the face layer. Now with the shift, I can make the size into a little bigger. So and then what I have to do is fine. So now what I have to do is just I have to drag it here, but the ears is in the other way around, other side. By clicking on this point, I can change the direction into this side. By holding the click, I can change the direction. And what I have to do is I have to use enter. Now when I am placing the ear and when I sending that downwards, so the ears are in a perfect or the nice view, right? So and then I'm needing the nose and eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, use the lasso tool. Just roughly I'm doing, okay? Copy, Control V. It has been pasted, but the layer is uh, more down than the face layer. So I have to get that upward. Now it is visible. So selection tool, Control T, you need to make the size a little bigger, then enter. And copy and paste. Again, I am needing the size to a little bigger. So and then I'm going to rotate or change the direction. So we can arrange this nicely, okay? We have to waste some more time on this to do that. So I'm not going to waste your time. That's why I'm doing that roughly. And then for the nose and mouth, for the nose, there's a carrot. So I'm going to select that nose subject, Control C. Here I'm going to Control V it. So and then I think I'm needing the nose a little bigger. Just roughly I have done. Sorry. So I'll rotate. No problem. Okay. So when you are doing, I'll give the source files and all. When you people are doing, please do that in a perfect manner. You take your own time and then you do that in a perfect manner. So by using the objects, you can get in face object. That's what I'm teaching you. But you have to work little perfect manner. So and then for the mouth circle mark, I'll select this. Fine. So Control C here, Control V, Control T. What I have to do is place the mouth also. So it is not 100% perfect. It's okay. So I had to take more time. When you are editing something in the graphics or else when you are editing something, you have to take your time. Also, you have to work perfectly. Little by little, you have to edit. Little by little, you have to do. So, okay, in the no subject, you can see that the no subject, there is an extra part. To remove that, I will use razor tool. This is what the razor tool. So right click on it and you can increase the hardness or you can change the object view. So now it is perfect. Okay. To make that perfect, you just erase some part or portion how you are needing. This is how. So you can do that. So you can do that. That is what. So can you guys tell me now, do you people understood or not? So only one person is there. Okay, fine. So I guess you people have understood this. So initially we have used the selection tools and then we have arranged them nicely. And I taught you about the layers also. These are basics of Photoshop. These are basics of Photoshop. If you're having any doubts related to this, can you guys ask? So if you're having a doubt, you can ask. Uh, I guess Sanja, you are the host now, so you can share the host with me because I had a network breakdown. That's why I leave. Then again, I have joined. So can you share the host with me? You just click on my profile, and then you have to share or give the host. So can you, Sanja? I'm not able to share the screen, so please can you do that? Sanjay, can you hear me? So can you give the host? Sanjay, can you hear me? Can you give the host, or either you can leave and rejoin automatically? I will get the host. Without having the host, I'm not able to continue the session because I have to share the screen. Okay, done. Sorry guys, I had a network breakdown. That's why I was left. Okay, fine. Done. So I was letting you know about the layers and all. Please be careful with the layers because when you are selecting another layer, when you're trying to move another object, so it will be misplaced and also you won't be able to do that. Please be careful on the selecting the layers. Okay, so you people have to try this at home and also you people have to practice this. the selection and working with the layers in Photoshop, and also uh, working with the selection tools. It is a most important thing in Photoshop. Okay, so please be aware of that, and also please be careful when you are using these tools. Okay, fine. And so in the next project, okay, in the next project or the next work we're gonna do, as I told you previously, I told you I will be teaching you, I will be letting you know designing a logo using our own picture or the own photo. I told you, right? Sorry. I gonna, yeah, we gonna learn that. Okay, so first what we have to do is we have to serve this. So to serve, how you can serve. So there are options, we'll say. So if there is if that is a PSS file, okay, PSD or PDD file, PSD file, that will be, okay, that will be a Photoshop editable, re-editable file. Okay, serve the file extension, the file type, format, file formatted into Photoshop PSD or PDD file, that will be editable for any time. So anytime you can re-edit that. So when you are serving that into JPG or JPEG or PNG, that is a compressed file. That means you won't be able to climb back the content, so you won't be able to re-edit that according to the layers. You cannot, you will not have the separate layers. So that will be served as a flattened image. That means just an image. You can change color or something. You can additionally you can cut and paste and edit something, but that won't be an Photoshop re-editable file that will serve in compressed preview. Okay, so remember that. The people are clear in this, right? So I guess you people are clear. Okay, fine, done. So we'll move to the next part. I'm going to close that. I'm going to close this because already I'm having lots of served file of this project, so I'm not going to serve. So I have closed everything. File, open. Project 2. So I'm going to use these two images, and I'm going to get a logo or either a logo by using an photo. So that is part of a project. This is the final outcome or the final output of the image. So as you can see in the, yeah, as you can see in the picture or the shared screen. Okay, so we gonna use this human face to make the logo. So you can use your own picture or the own photo to make your own logo. So you, when you are practicing, and also when you are doing that, you can practice by using your own picture. You can use your own picture to create your own logo. So but here I'm using a common picture, someone else's picture, so a human face, and I'll be using this to make add colors, and I'm going to paste it into, and when I'm needing a background color according to my need, I will use a picture. I can feed that picture into the object. So that's what I'm going to do. And final outcome and the final output, you can see only the face object is there. Even the space or the face color is also not there. We have selected the beard and the black color parts and also dark places in the face to create the logo, and there is a text. So we're gonna learn how to arrange and how to edit or how to add a text also in this project. And the background, totally the background has been created one. Background is an created one, and also background. It is we haven't used, and also I was not using an image which is downloaded from the background. I'm talking about the background. I was not used, and also I was not using a downloaded one. I have created the background. You can see that is an gradient one. So because it is having a nice view, right? So the background, or either the edges are a bit darker, and the middle portion or the center portion is very light, and also it is getting our attraction, and also I focus into the logo. That's why I have used a light color in the center portion, because our logo is placed in the centered portion or position. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, initially I'm going to create I'm going to create the background image. I'm going to create the background image. Okay. First, as I did the first time, so that's what I'm going to do again. New. So for this, I'm needing little wider. So for that, anyhow, height is 800. Height 800 is okay. So width, I'm needing little bigger. So 1200. I'll give 1200. Name, my own face logo. My own face logo. Okay. So white and RGB color, all other things are fixed. So sorry, I have given the height 1200. So I have to give other way around. So I cannot use this source file for the background. File, new, my own logo with this 1200, right? Wide I am needing little wider. Height is 800 as usual. Now that might be okay. This is enough, right? So I have created a source file for the edit, and I will use this source file to do my editing works. Okay, fine. So done. So I'm going to make the color. I'm going to change the color. So first you have to understand one thing. We cannot use a white background. So to logo, because it is not the proper way of doing that work. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to change the color. For that, I will click on, there is an option called create new fill and adjustment layer. I'm going to fill something, and also I'm going to create a new fill, right? For that, right click on that. You right click on that. There is an option called gradient. So now it is not a nice view, and also it is not, it's little ugly, right? For that, I will adjust, if I want, I can adjust the gradient. So there is some gradient fill. So, and then the last one, it is perfect. And then rather than linear, radial, because there are color components, guys. Color, adding colors. So in next class, I'll show you, I'll explain you about the color components. It is important when you're editing. So now let me give radial. The center portion I'm needing, center portion bit lighter, and the over the around the circle I'm needing dark color, right? For that I have to click reverse. So now the central part is lighter, and around that is bit darker. So to adjust that, I have to adjust the scale. When I increase the scale, it will give a nice color and nice color component. So now our gradient is ready. Now gradient is ready. So do you understood this? Do you guys understood this? First, I created a new source file, and then to fill that with a background or somehow I right clicked, and then I gave gradient preview or gradient, and then I adjusted. So how I adjusted, let me do that again for you people. So how I adjusted, right? Gradient, and selected a perfect gradient for that. Okay, and then so I have to change into radial, and then reverse. I'm needing so I have changed, and I have to adjust the scale. So I'm changing the scale. What will do? It will come into a nice view, and then okay. My background is looking really nice, right? So it's really nice, and also it is in a nice view. Okay, so now what I have to do? So in brief, we're gonna learn this in brief in next class. So now, just for now, I'll tell you how we're gonna select. Sorry, how we're gonna change the object. I'll take magnetic laser tool because it having more than enough pixels and quality, as I told you. Okay, as I want, I can select lead points. Sorry. So I have to take the mouse cursor correctly. That's what I want. I have to do. Okay, now it has been selected. Copy. So before copying, what I have to do is edit. Sorry, image adjustment. Image adjustment. There is a term called threshold. This we are using. For an example, we'll say any image or any object, any photo you when you want to make that into black and white, you can use this threshold option. So when I give threshold, it will change into black and white color. If you want, you can adjust this also, dark or light, whatever. So because we're gonna pick only the black color, for that only I have changed this into black and white. I told you in our logo we're gonna use only yeah, black and white color. So because of that only I have used the threshold option. Okay, and then to pick black color. Okay, to pick black color, we'll use the color range. So I have picked the black color. So now, okay, the black color is totally selected, and then I have to copy. Now I have to go to the source file and then Control V for the paste. I can see it has been pasted only my face object rather than pasting anything else. I have been pasted only my face, right? No, I have to give enter. You can see only the black color portion I have made into black and white to select the black color. I was needing the black color range only. For that I had changed the threshold and then I selected the black color and I picked the black color. Now it is giving only the black color into anywhere you can copy and paste that. Okay. So guys, that's all for today. So we learn yeah, the next part of this project, and we'll learn project 3 also. There are projects, so up to 4 to 5 projects you'll be learning that would help you to grow your photography knowledge and also learn something and make your photos and make your logos and all those stuffs also I will be teaching, as I told you. So have a nice day, guys. Take care, and if you're having any doubts, you can ask me related to this project. If you're having any doubts, you can ask. Okay, guys, you people are not having any doubts, right? So go through with the session recording and we'll continue the next part in the coming session. So have a nice day. Take care. Yeah, Assalamu alaikum, guys. So, okay, welcome. Yeah, Atika, can you drop me a message on WhatsApp? Yeah, I gave your number and you was asking something about your certificate or examination finalization. You can drop me a message. I will be helping you. Inshallah.